Hello everyone, how are you? Let's start our learning. And after a long break, our today's topic is we will start our today's topic chemical reaction and equation. Okay, and our today's topic is oxidation, reduction, and redox reaction. This topic is very important from the exams point of view. Okay, and after this I will prepare a video of the endothermic and exothermic reaction. So only one video is remaining for this chapter. Okay, so before starting this oxidation, let's see the example of the removal of the electron. You know students, the two terms cation and anion, you know very well. Just I repeat it. Cation means if any atom lose its electron and form the positive ion is known as a cation. Okay, and any atom accept the electron, that means gain an electron and form the negative ion. If any atom gain the electron, they form the negative ion is called the anion. That means cation is a positive ion. If any atom accept the electron, if any atom accept the electron, they form the negative ion. If any atom lose their electron or give its electron to other, then form the cation, that means the positive ion. Positive, negative, cation, anion. Understand? So let's see the example. Here zinc is a neutral. Okay, and if the zinc atom lose its two electron, how many electron loses by the any atom is depend on the electrons in the outermost shell. Okay, because zinc easily lose its two electron, so if zinc lose its two electron, zinc form the zinc ion, cation. Okay, zinc ion 2 plus, because zinc lose its two electron, that means so that's why zinc form the cation, positive ion. Here sodium, in outermost shell 1 electron. Okay, of the outermost shell of the sodium there is only 1 electron. So if sodium lose its 1 electron, form the sodium ion, sodium ion. Magnesium lose 2 electrons and form the magnesium ion. It's clear student? So removal of the electrons is known as the oxidation. These removal, you can see in this example, zinc remove the electrons and form the zinc ion, sodium remove its one electron and form the sodium ion, magnesium lose its electron and form the magnesium ion. So this the removal of the electron is known as oxidation. Understand? So let's see the definition of the oxidation. What is the oxidation? The definition is the adding of the oxygen to the substance. Adding of the oxygen to the substance, or the removal of the hydrogen. Hydrogen means removal of the electrons from a substance is called the oxidation. Understand? Again repeat it. Adding of the oxygen and removal of the hydrogen from the substance is called the oxidation. This process is called the oxidation. Okay, let's see the examples. Here magnesium react with the oxygen and form the MgO, magnesium oxide. So in our definition, adding of the oxygen is a oxidation. So you can see here in the resulting adding of the oxygen in a magnesium. Okay, so this is the oxidation process. Okay, and we can see the magnesium is oxidized. What? Magnesium is oxidized. Understand? Next example, carbon react with the oxygen and form the CO2. That means adding of the oxygen in carbon is a, this process is a oxidation. Next, MgH2. Here Mg plus H2, that means before Mg combine with the hydrogen and after processing in the product form, in the product side, the H, that means the hydrogen, is removed. So removal of the hydrogen is a oxidation. Okay, in the definition I read, adding of the oxygen and removal of the hydrogen is called the oxidation. Understand, student? You can see in the in these two examples also. So adding of the oxygen and removal of the hydrogen or removal of the electron is known as the oxidation. Our next examples. Here, accepting the electrons from the other atom. Here the copper ion, you can see here 2 plus, that means the copper ion. When the neutral atom give the electrons, then form the ion. So copper ion plus 2 electron, that means copper ion accept the 2 electron and form the copper neutral atom. Okay, because already this is ion, and gain the copper ion, gain the 2 electron and form the copper. Here sulfur plus, that means gain the 2 electrons and form the sulfur ion. Why this is a negative sign? Because the sulfur accept the electrons, that means they form the negative ion. Okay, chlorine accept the 1 electron and form the chlorine ion. So addition of the electrons is known as a reduction. Listen, student, reduction is opposite to the oxidation. Understand? In oxidation, the removal of the electrons, removal of the hydrogen. Okay, and in the reduction, the addition of the electron. If any atom, addition, that means if any atom accept the electron from the other, that means addition of the electron is known as the reduction. Okay, so let's see the definition. What is the reduction? Reduction is adding of the hydrogen. Adding of the hydrogen means adding of the electron. When we add the 1 electron, when any atom accept the electrons from the other atom, okay, then and form the anion. Okay, so adding of the hydrogen to the substance or the removal of the oxygen from the substance is a reduction. This process is a reduction, and reduction is exactly opposite to the oxidation. In the oxidation, adding of the oxygen and removal of the hydrogen, and in a reduction, adding of the hydrogen and removal of the oxygen. So let's see the example here. This equation, in this equation you can see both oxidation and reduction also. Here the copper oxide, this is a copper oxide compound, combine with the hydrogen and form the copper plus H2. Okay, so in this case H2 here in the left hand side H2, okay, and in the right hand side the hydrogen ion combine with oxygen, and when oxygen combine with any atom, we call this process is oxidation. And here CuO, copper oxide, and in the right hand side you can see copper is lonely, that means in this case the removal of the oxygen, CuO, here removal of the oxygen and only Cu is here, so this is a reduction. Removal of the oxygen is a reduction, and removal of the oxygen is a reduction. Okay, and adding of the oxygen is a oxidation. Understand? So in this example both reduction and oxidation process takes place. Adding of the oxygen is a oxidation. Here H2O, here adding of the oxygen in the H, so this process is a oxidation, and removal of the oxygen is a reduction. Understand? I hope you understand this. So our next and very important definition is a redox reaction. It's very important. The definition and examples both are very important from the exams point of view. So what is a redox reaction? The when the both reduction and the process are taking place simultaneously is called the redox reaction. In our previous slide, we saw the example of the redox reaction. So again, this is your example. Copper oxide combine with the hydrogen and form the copper plus water, H2O. So here this is a adding of the oxygen, that means the oxidation process and removal of the oxygen. So this is a reduction. So here oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. So this is a redox reaction. Understand? Also in this example, this is a redox reaction. Now our next topic is student effects of the oxidation. What are the effects of the oxidation? The first effect is the corrosion. When the metal is exposed to the substance such as air, water or moisture, that means if any metal contact with the some substance like the air, water or the moisture for some time, for a long time, a layer of oxide is formed, okay, and which weakens the metal. Hence metal is said to be the corrode. When any metal contact with the air, water or moisture, the layer of oxide is formed, is a corrosion. Some examples given here. The first one is a rusting of the iron. Rusting of the iron means if we leave the iron rod or any other object in the water or open air for some time, then we can see a brownish layer, okay, brownish coat appear on the upper surface of the iron rod, okay. So this is the rusting of iron. And next is a green coating of the copper. You have the copper utensils at your home, so just leave the copper utensils for in open air or fill the water with water that the utensils, then after some time you can see the greenish layer appear on the upper surface of the that utensils. So this is a corrosion of the copper. And third example is a black coating of the silver. This is very common example. If we leave the silver utensils for some time in the open air, the blackish layer appears on the upper surface. So these three examples of the corrosion. And the next effect is the rancidity. What is the rancidity? When oxidation of the oil, ghee or any foodstuff exposed to the air is known as rancidity. When oxidation of oil, ghee or any foodstuff exposed to the air is known as a rancidity. It leads to the bad smell or bad taste of food, okay. So this is a rancidity. These two effects are very important of the oxidation. I hope you understand this video, okay. And our next video will be based on the endothermic and exothermic reaction. The both endothermic and exothermic reactions are very important from the exam's point of view. So thank you. Bye bye.